Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to Age of Progression 2. That's right, folks, we're back in our Age of Progression world. We're back in our modded Minecraft world, doing all the cool modded things. Last episode, we built this thing over here behind me, this water distiller. So we actually have a good bit of, we need lots more, but we have a good bit. We have 24 buckets of distilled water, which is going to come in handy for something that we've got to work on. We are still working towards getting our obsidian plates, and as you may or may not recall, obsidian plates are kind of important. Obsidian plates, so that's going to be these things right here, right? Obsidian plates are very useful in that you use them to make engineer's blueprints, ultimately engineer's blueprints. Wait a minute, is that a thing? Oh, for electrodes. That's right. Yeah, you need those for arc furnace electrodes. Do I need those? I don't know. Anyway, you can use it to make a slime sling. You can make it to make slime boots, which I'm not really interested in all that, I don't believe. But there are a couple other things that we're going to need, like sturdy casings, luminous crafting tables, petal apothecaries. You need all of those. You need obsidian plates to make all of those things, as well as to get into some more of the thermal expansion machines like redstone furnaces and stuff like that. So we are definitely going to need these obsidian plates, but in order to make that, you need to have an arc furnace. And in order to have an arc furnace, you have to make asphalt. And to make asphalt, you have to use a couple of very cool things. Like, you have to use, well, you don't have to, but we want to automate this to make it a little bit better. And so Jojo Reference from our Discord server, he actually put together another really cool automation process, kind of like the one we're using for our coal coke. And that is going to make it so that we can automate the system that's going to put that's going to make us these asphalt blocks, right? So we're going to need a bottling machine, right? And a bottling machine is just going to be these devices here. It's going to be steel scaffolding, iron sheet metal, redstone engineering block, light engineering blocks, conveyor belts, and a fluid pump. Okay. The other thing that we're going to need is, I believe it's called an assembler. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. Creeper. Oh, and he blew up my book, didn't he? I threw the book. He blew up the book. Are you kidding me? We have to make another book. Ugh. Anyway, we also need the assembler, which is another cool machine. And I actually have all of the components that we need to make those devices right in here. I've been working away this week trying to get all this stuff taken care of. But dang it, gotta make another book. I'm so mad. How do you make that book? It's immersive engine. It's the engineer's handbook. Yeah, this thing right here. Engineer's manual. So it's just a book and a lever. I can't believe I threw the book. Are you freaking kidding me? Anyway, stupid creepers. I hate them. Fortunately, mob griefing is turned off so that he doesn't destroy anything here in the bait. Have two. One. Oh, there we go. And we need a book. So we need some paper right here. We only have one paper in there. That's all right. We got sugarcane over here. We'll make some more paper. And we need a piece of leather. I got some leather here, right? Yeah, I do. Broke my stinking book. Stupid creeper. Hate them. Hate creepers. Really hate creepers. Anyway, paper, book, lever, engineer's manual. There. Dang it. So yeah, anyway, go back in here and we want to put the assembler together. So the assembler is another pretty cool machine, and this takes more steel scaffolding, more iron sheet metal. This one actually has sheet metal slabs that we need, 2 engineering blocks, 2 light engineering blocks, and 2 conveyor belts. We're going to use our projector, which is going to be very cool. So I think, let's see, the first one I want to make actually is going to be the bottler, because we're going to use that bottling machine to excuse me, we're going to use that bottling machine to package up the distilled water into buckets, right? So what we need to do is, since we're on that page now, we kind of get out of here, go into a crafting grid, and we put this together, and that gives us a bottling machine projector. Cool. So now we can bring the bottling machine projector over here, and once I clear out a space, which I'm going to do here momentarily, we're going to build this thing off this direction. So I'm going to have to get in here and clear this all out. But if we put the projector right here, right, you can rotate it, and I want it to be this way. So you see those sheet metal blocks? I need to line those up with the output port of the distilled water, or the distiller, and that will put the distilled water directly into those tanks, and then we can kind of go. We can kind of get busy on doing all the stuff that we need to do to get these things bottled up. So let me clear out a space here, and I'll be right back, and we'll get going laying out some of these blocks. All right, so we've got ourselves a little space cleared out here, and so now we can kind of put this thing down where we want it. And remember, we want the tank to be lined up with that little output port. So if we put it right there, and then we grab ourselves some materials, we should be able to go ahead and start doing this. So we're going to need, first things first, we're going to need the sheet metal block, the scaffolding, and the engineering blocks. So grab let's grab 2 of those. Let's grab 1 of these. Let's grab all of these. Actually, we probably could grab all of them anyway. We need the pump, I think. This is the, yeah, so we need the pump. We also need some conveyors. We're going to need to make some more conveyors probably. We need some of these, and I think we need the glass block for this. All right, so we need to put our engineering block there. We need to put a light engineering block there, and then we need to get some scaffolds. So scaffold down like about here and here and here, and put the sheet metal block there. Then we need another sheet metal block here. Yes. Yeah, we need a sheet metal block there. We need the pump. Goes here. Another light engineering block over here. We need the conveyors. Now, it shows the conveyors going this way, but they actually need to go this way, if I'm not mistaken. So give me those conveyors. Yes, please. There. 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 And then we need the glass block. And it doesn't show the glass block, but the glass block needs to go right here. Boom. Then we just take our hammer and right-click right here. And poof, we have a bottler. Ha, sweet. Now this thing should start filling up with water, I think, pretty soon. Oh, you know what? We need to turn this off. Yes, and then we can get it out of here, and that have to mess with it. But anyway, the bottler should start filling up with water. There's another access port over on this side. So you got an output there and an input there, which is going to be very cool. This outputting water, it really is, that's fine. But we will figure it out. We need to get power to it, which I think is right there. So we'll do that. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to build the assembler. And so the assembler is going to take the rest of this stuff right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Break it with a shovel. How about that? Oh, get rid of all that. We need to get this, and we need to turn this into the assembler now. So we go over here, and we type assembler in. Oh, we got to go out of here first. Assembler. There's the assembler. All right, so now that we're on that page, now we can combine this with this. As soon as I find it, there it is. And so that'll make that projector now do the assembler. The assembler needs to be set up in such a way that, so there's a conveyor. See that conveyor that's going into it right there? We want to make sure that that conveyor lines up with the conveyors that are going to be coming off of here. So we'll probably bring this out, and then we'll bring a conveyor line down this way. So that actually probably will be pretty good. But we also need to add some items to this, right? And so I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it like back here. Do it back here. I can cut out some more blocks going this way. This thing is 3 by 3, so 1. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put it there. So it looks like I got to do a little bit more cleaning out. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, do a little bit more terraforming, so to speak, and get this opened up a little bit more, and then we'll put this thing together. Okay, so we're ready now to build this thing. I think I've got everything in my inventory. Pretty sure. I have had to go around and do a lot of lighting up because as I was standing right here doing all this clearing stuff, right behind me in that little cavern right there, in that little corridor, a creeper spawned, and he was coming to get me. There's something about the spawning rates in this mod pack that I'm just not sure about. Something is not legit. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and lay out some of these blocks. So we need one of those, and one of those, and one of those. And over here we need boom, boom, boom. And then we need 2 of those redstone blocks. That's going to be here and here. We need a light block, which will be here. So we need a conveyor here. We won't have to worry about that just yet. Let's put this here. There'll be a conveyor that comes out the other side. Okay. And then the rest of this is sheet metal. Yes. Sheet metal here. Okay. So boom, boom. And now I hear a spider. That. We need to put a conveyor here. Boom. And a conveyor here. Okay. Now these are going to be little half slabs. It's fine. I got plenty of those. This and this. This, and then we can do these from the bottom, right? Sounds like a legit plan to me. Boom. Boom and boom. Here. There and there. Cool. Now, where do I click on this thing with my hammer? Let's get our book, and the book will tell us. So to make this, form the structure, build it like demonstrated above, use the hammer on one of the conveyors. Okay, fair enough. In there. Oh, you go there, and boom. Aha! So now we have an assembler. Now the assembler should have a, that off. Turns the projector off, didn't it? Yeah, projector's now off, so we can go that. So this thing should have a GUI. Yes, it does. And it'll actually, looks like it'll actually do 3 different things at once, which is going to be kind of cool because if we can give it the right amount of stuff, then obviously it'll do its thing. So really, what we need to do is we're going to need to get conveyor belts coming over this way and over this way, right? They're going to have to come over here to feed the buckets of water into here or the buckets of distilled water into here that we're going to use. We also need to, in order to make asphalt, asphalt is, in order to make this asphalt concrete, you also have to have slag and gravel. And so we can get gravel from the outputs of our mystical agriculture farm, and we're getting slag from making steel in our blast furnace. So we can manually insert all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get some conveyor belts laid out so that we can get from here to there. I'm also going to get some conveyor belts laid out so that we can get from get the asphalt, or not the asphalt, but the slag and the gravel put into here. We may also need one of these things to make gravel for us. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. And then we're going to have to figure out how to get power to this thing. Where does this thing get its power at? Is it up on top maybe? I don't know. Got redstone control. Does it have to be powered? Maybe it doesn't have to be powered. Is that power? Might be power. No, that's not power. That's output. You got input, yep, and output. Correct. Huh. Okay, so we need conveyors. Let's get some blocks. We'll have to change this out with steel eventually. High mining backpack? No, not the mining back. We want the digging backpack. This one. Give me this. These. And I guess we'll just kind of go like this for right now. Boom. Boom. It's not there. Not there. You go away. And there. So if we bring conveyors on like this, and then we also have something, say, here and here, there and there, we could put something here to put our gravel in and so forth, and then we can, it will automatically, and we're going to have something over here too to put the buckets into this system. Okay, I got some thinking to do. I have to change the way that JoJo built this on his demonstration just a little bit because I want it to fit into this space. He did have a way to get the buckets from here, because you get the bucket back after you craft the asphalt. He had a way to get the buckets back in here and put them back into this. Put them back into this thing. So we'll have to see if we can figure out a way to do that. Maybe it'll be conveyors that come up top and then into a hopper, and then the hopper puts the buckets back in. We'll see what we can do with that. But let me play around with this a little bit, and I'll come back to you and I'll show you what I've come up with. Okay, so now really haven't done anything else yet. I've been thinking about this a lot. I did put the conveyor belts down that are going to go from the bottler to the assembler, and I put the recipe for the asphalt concrete in here, and I'm pretty sure that the asphalt concrete is what we need for the arc furnace, which will probably now be the next episode that we get out on this thing, which is pretty cool. I was trying to do some research on conveyors and find out exactly what they'll do. I know that they will put items into an inventory, but I wasn't sure if they would take them out. And so I was trying to read up on that, and it does not look like they will. It looks like I'll have to do something different about that. You can do like hoppers that'll feed into them and stuff like that, so that's fine. But I didn't want to put any hoppers here. So here's what I'm thinking. I got this basic drawer, okay? And so the basic drawer can go here, and this drawer can hold. We'll say that this drawer can hold our. We'll say that this drawer is going to hold our gravel, right? We'll put the gravel in that one. And then we'll put another one here, and we'll make this one hold the slag. So slag in there. We'll have to get our key so we can lock this thing down. But then back here, we can start using some of these item ducts. We'll have to make some servos, but item ducts will pull items out from an inventory and place them onto a conveyor belt, and we won't be able to see it, which will be cool. Because we'll have it so that this is, this will be like the scaffolding blocks or whatever, so that the conveyors look like they're up off the ground and stuff like that. But you really hey, get off of there. You really won't be able to see these item ducts coming out the back, which will be awesome. Do the same thing over here. If we put one up here like this, then we should be able to do this. And oh no, maybe not. Yeah, that's not going to work very well. What if we, hey, wait, what if we did this? Give me this, give me that back. Uh-oh. What? Why? Uh-oh. We lost our item duct. That's no good. No good at all. That doesn't want to break. We lost an item duct. Why did we lose an item duct? Give me that back. Oh, how are we going to get that back? Are we going to be able to get that back? I don't even know. But we could put another conveyor out here in the front. So if we did something like this. Backpack, that's where all my cobblestone is. So let's get a piece of cobblestone. Oh, we got some. This, go like this. Get a piece of cobblestone right there. Get a conveyor belt and put it on this. Then we should be able to put something right above this. I think, yeah. So if I go this here, nope, give me that there, and then we put an item duct on top of that. Yeah, see, now it connects. So we can put our buckets up there. They'll fall down. They'll go into here, and then they'll get fed right on through there. I'm gonna have to see if I can figure out how to get that out of there. I don't know that that's a big deal. I don't know. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. We're gonna have to find out. Oh, and you know what? This doesn't seem to want to work either. We may have to change some stuff here. I'll do some research and figure it out. But I'm gonna go get the key. I'm also gonna make some servos, and we'll see what we can do to see if this thing is gonna work. So we'll be right back. So I think this is coming along nicely. We've got the ducts in. We've got the servos in. We've got this up here. So what I want to do is I want to put these buckets in here. And then I want to set this up so that it only gives us one at a time. Okay. And we're not blacklisting anything. So we should be able to pull that out. And if we do this, it should pull buckets out. It did. But it's not going into the bottler. Okay, so we're going to have to make some changes here, which is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I'm going to have to tear this thing down and rebuild it and just kind of move it over a little bit, I think. And that might help us get that piece back, which, yeah, that's going to have to happen. And it's going to have to happen because what I think I have to do is I think I have to have a conveyor belt here that's not part of the bottler, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this thing down and rebuild it one block over, and that should make this a little bit easier. Plus, I can tuck all this thing back in between here and here. I will have to get a piece of pipe, which I'm pretty sure I got one over here. Let's go take a look. I'm pretty sure I've got a piece of piping over here for immersive engineering, so we should, I think it'll work. Piping. I do have a fluid pipe, so that should be fine. All right, so let me go ahead and tear that apart and see what we can come up with. Okay, so I think I find out what the problem was. I think it was actually going to accept the buckets, but it doesn't have any power to it yet. So let's go ahead and power this thing up. This should not need any power. I don't believe it may need a redstone signal, but I don't see any place on here where we can attach power to it, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go up here and take a look real quick. Let's make sure that, there is a power connector in the top, isn't there? Okay, so we need a power connector. Well, that's fine. So we got a low voltage connector. Boom. Boom, like so. We need to put one over here on the bottler. So that'll go right there. Cool. Oh gosh, what am I doing here? Doing all kinds of crazy things here. Okay, and then we need to get some power over to these things. So let's go ahead and put an LV relay here, maybe? Yeah, put an LV relay right there, and then put an LV relay right here. This is in line right there. This is in line right there. So that should be a good spot right there. Yes, yes. Okay. So now we can string some cables. Oh, am I going to have enough? I might have just enough. Go there, there, there. There. Okay, so that thing's got power now. And then come over here and go there, there, yes, and there. That thing should suck in the one barrel, or one. It did. No, it didn't. Yes, it did. It did suck in the bucket. Okay, but it doesn't seem to have anything in it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've got one empty bucket there. Okay, well that's fine. So now we got to figure out why this thing is not filling the bucket. Why is the bottler not filling the bucket? Is it a redstones thing? It could be a redstone thing. So let's get a couple of redstone levers, or levers, as they say in Canada. Let's get a couple of levers. 1, 2. I don't know that you have to have levers on these to make them work, but you might. And there. Doesn't have any water in the tanks, and that's fine because I'm not going to use that. And then out here in the front, put a lever there. There's no GUI for this thing, so I can't tell if it's filling up or not. Oh, and you know what? This thing here needs a lever on it too, if I'm not mistaken. No? That seems to be okay. Huh. I mean, maybe it does need a lever. But you know what? Let's put another bucket on here and see. Give me one bucket, please. You go on there. Why is it not accepting? Aha. Okay, I don't think it filled up. I don't think it filled up. In. Did. It's not filling up with distilled water. Okay, let me take a look at this and see if I can figure it out. You know, there are days when I am absolutely the derpiest YouTube content creator known to man. I found out what the problem was, and we're gonna do something about that. I've actually been cooking up some lead over here. Good, we have lead. Because we need to make some more fluid ducts. Why do we need to make fluid ducts? Because we need to connect a fluid duct to our to our machines. And we need to do that because we need to pull the water out of the distiller. But I wasn't pulling the water. I wasn't trying to pull the water out of the right place on the distiller. I was trying to pull the water out of where the salt byproduct comes from. It doesn't come from here. The water doesn't come from here. It comes from over here. This is the place that we need to be. So let's go ahead and fix that. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some pipes over just like so. Just like that. That's right. We need to get ourselves a servo on this thing. So skadoosh, and make it so that it is redstone not required. We can put our item nullifier on this space right here because this is where the salt is going to come in. So we'll just do that like so. That shouldn't have any effect on this. Then we need to get our buckets back in here. So we put this like this, and then we need to do, oh, you know what? I can't do that like that. We are going to have to do this. We're going to have to put this right here. And then we're going to have to put a item duct underneath. Do I have one? Do I not have an item duct? My item ducts. Are they over here? Yeah, let's put it over there. Because it was in my way. So we'll put that like that, and then we'll put another conveyor here like this. We need another piece of cobblestone. So get ourselves some cobblestone. That's our digger backpack. That, get one of these. Coolness. Down again. So put a conveyor belt on top of that like so. And now we should be able to put, oh no, not those. Those out of there. Give me those. Gotta put these in there. We need to put a servo on this like so. We want it to be one item, just one item, and do like that. Now, it should come down through here. Yes. Oh, look, there's even fluid in there. How amazing is that? There it goes. And it's filling with water. Oh, that's amazing. So now, if we come over here, let's just go... Yeah, let's just go to the other side. Because if we go to the other side, then we stand a much better chance of not causing a problem here. Turn this. We want this to be one item output. No redstone required. Right here. One item output. No redstone required. And there it goes. And so now, as soon as it gets enough, as soon as it gets 4 pieces of gravel and 4 pieces of slag, it made it come out the other side. It did, and we get the buckets back. How cool is that? So what we need to do next is we need to figure out a way to capture the slag, not capture the flag, but capture the slag, or not slag, asphalt. Capture the asphalt, and then also take the buckets and feed them back around to this so that we have a never-ending supply of distilled water going into this thing. So let me take a look at that and see what we're going to do, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, I got another idea, and this idea should work really, really nicely. Let's go ahead and I've cleared a little bit of space out up here, so let's go up here and grab this piece of dirt that was up. Yeah, just like that. And I want to take this conveyor right here, this dropping conveyor, and I want to put this on top of this bucket box, right? Storage drawer. That's what it's called. It's called a storage drawer. And now if I take the rest of these conveyors and do like this, I think this will work. Nope, they've all got to be going the same way, right? And then, yes, this one should go this way, and then they need to start stepping down. So if I go like this and build myself a little staircase, oh, can I build it enough? One there, and then one probably here, here, here. That's going to be perfect. That's going to be perfect. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, cool. So now if we come like this, and we put this in here like so, We can do this, 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 and we can do that. Okay, cool. So that should take care of that. That should allow us to get the buckets back up to the storage drawer. Now let's try it out. We've got, so I put a bunch of buckets in, and we've got a bunch of distilled water in here. We need to get some more slag and some more gravel. So let's go get that. Should have a bunch of gravel and slag over here. So let's grab some gravel from right here. 64, sure. And let's grab some slag from over here. Have slag in there, yeah. Cool. So now we should be able to come over here and we should be able to watch what's going to happen. I used another one of those dropping conveyors on top of the storage drawer over here that the asphalt's going to go into right here. And so now the asphalt, the distilled water should come in here, the gravel should come in here, the slag should come in here. It should make the asphalt. Asphalt should get dropped off there. Buckets should go up here, and buckets should get dropped back out in here. So let's see if it's going to work. Let's go ahead and put slag in there. Go ahead and put that in there. And we should start seeing stuff come out the other side as soon as there's enough. There's 4 slag, and we should have 4 gravel here in a second. All right. Okay, there goes that. That, and now here in a second we should see this get another bucket in it. Yep, there it is, and it should get spit right back out onto the conveyor. There it goes, and so now we'll have an endless supply, endless stream, an endless stream of distilled water. All we got to do is keep our slag and our gravel full, which is cool. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. Sadly, we're out of time. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. The other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Leave your tips, your tricks, your pointers, your attaboys, your what in the world were you thinking, all that good stuff, and we will talk about it in kind. Don't forget to hit us up on the Discord server and check out what's going on the old YouTube channel via that group. And we have lots of cool conversations in there, and so I hope to see you guys in there. But anyway, once again, we're out of time, so thanks so much for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.